Welcome back to News 360. Time now for the business news. First on the list tonight for business, the minority in Parliament has criticised government for transacting a bond shrouded in secrecy and denying Ghanaian investors the opportunity to participate in the deal. At a news conference, the minority stressed the entire deal lacked transparency and they will resort to the conflict of interest jurisdiction of SHRAJ and file a petition with Financial Services Authority of the USA.
On April 3 this year, a statement was issued from the Ministry of Finance announcing the ministry has issued 15 and 7-year bonds with the same coupon rate of 19.75%, raising a total amount of $1.13 billion. The Ministry of Finance again raised the cedi equivalent of $1.12 billion in 5 and 10-year bonds via a tap arrangement. The Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, stated the issuance proceeds will be used to repurchase or retire a portion of the higher coupon short-term public debt instruments, explaining that there will not be an overall increase in the total debt stock. This, he explained, will give the country more needed fiscal space for development. According to the minority in Parliament, the Finance Ministry did not name companies or individuals that participated in the sale, but came out to say the issuance attracted a number of global portfolio investors. The minority added this included a substantial investment in the 15-year bond, which they said was reported by Reuters, claiming a senior government official reported a global financial investor, Franklin Templeton, had participated in the sale.
According to the report, Franklin Templeton, high-profile bond fund manager Dr. Michael Hessentab, has taken a substantial position in Ghana's cedi-denominated government bonds. Honorable Trevor Jane Travagan was named as one of the 5 board of directors of the firm. He was also described as the chairman of the Enterprise Group Limited in the report.
The minority added the Enterprise Group has 10 board of directors. Among them are Kelly Gajepo, Group CEO of Enterprise Group, Dr. Angela Ofori-Atta, wife of Finance Minister, who doubles as Director of Enterprise Insurance, a subsidiary of Enterprise Group.
Honorable Trevor J. Travagan is not just a board chairman of Enterprise Insurance Limited, a company owned partially by the current Finance Minister, Data Bank Limited. Honorable Trevor J. Travagan is also a director of Franklin Templeton, which is the main participant in the recent bond issue.
This, they said, is believed there is a relational interest between Finance Minister and Trevor Travagan, which creates a potential lack of transparency and conflict of interest.
Away from that, businesses along the Graphic Road in Accra are calling on city authorities to take immediate actions to avert floods in the area during the raining season. Some automobile companies in the area are already investing in remedial measures to prevent damage to their vehicles in case of floods.
The Graphic Road over the years has been identified as a flood-prone area. Scores of companies along this stretch are mostly submerged by floods anytime there are heavy rains. We are currently in the raining season, so we are here to ask, how ready are these businesses for the raining season?
Brief rains in Accra so far this year have exposed the city's unpreparedness to prevent floods in some areas identified as flood-prone. Annually, these areas are badly affected by floods, with some automobile companies along the Graphic Road in Accra losing millions of cedis due to the destruction of some of their vehicles by the floods.
This is not only affecting our business, affecting life of people. Customers will start complaining, insurance company will start also to suffer.
Some of the automobile companies are constructing new high-rise showrooms to move their vehicles above the floodwaters during the rainy season between April and September.
We have invested heavily in a display platform. We have a new story car park, 2-story car park, that at a time where we have very sensitive weather, getting close to June, we will display it at the top.
The businesses along the Graphic Road are also calling on city authorities to desilt gutters in the area and dredge the Odo River.
When the gutters and the drains are choked, that is where you get water finding its own level, so it runs all over and floods the offices and the factories and companies around.
Some insurance companies have in the past refused to cover companies along the Graphic Road, but now the insurance companies are insisting businesses in the area meet some conditions before they qualify for insurance cover.
You cannot have such a big operation without insurance, but definitely there are insurance companies who do understand this.
Now, the chairman of the Economic Management Team, Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and the Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, are leading a government delegation to the IMF World Bank spring meetings to be held in Washington, D.C. from April 18 to 28. The delegation is made up of Bank of Ghana, led by Governor Dr. Ernest Kwamina Yedu Addison, Chairman of the Finance Committee of Parliament, Dr. Mark Asibe Yeboah, and officials from the Finance Ministry. And we'll bring you more on that meeting in our subsequent bulletins. And that's it for business. There's more business news on 3news.com.